Hey guys, it's Jimmy P and welcome to my channel.
Bomb ass bitch and fuck your life. Everything nice. Talk to me nice.
If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a regular tuned in subby, hey girl, hey. But today I created this look right here. This is like a really beginner friendly makeup look. I was getting a lot of requests on like to do like a beginner friendly kind of makeup because you know, we all started from the bottom. We all did. If you would like to see how I achieve this look right here, then keep on watching. So first, to start off, beginner friendly wise, I feel like beginner friendly wise is always good to have like a moisturizer or like a primer for your face. But if you're a beginner and you're just jumping into the game, I wouldn't recommend you going out buying like a 32, because my primer is, I think it's like $23 or like 30 something dollars. I wouldn't recommend going out and buying like a $30 primer. So what I would do, I would say go for a drugstore brand kind of moisturizer that is good for your skin type. So whether that be oily or dry, acne prone, like extremely sensitive, just go for whatever's for you. Okay, so what I used to use like way back in the day when I first started, the L'Oreal True Match foundation. I got mine in the color Classic Tan, which is N7. It's this little thing right here. This baby was like everything to me. I don't think that it's very full coverage. I think it's very minimal coverage. But if you're like just starting off and you don't want that cakey feeling or like that like full foundation kind of feeling, then I would go for this right here. It's very lightweight, but it does an amazing job. I probably have to do like 2 layers and it'll get me covered all the way up. This bad boy lasted me through like forever, like forever, y'all. My second favorite was the Maybelline Fit Me matte poreless foundation, and I got the color 330 in Toffee, and this is normal to oily. So this bad boy right here, this was also a go-to for me. This was more heavy duty, I guess. This was more full coverage than the L'Oreal True Match, but they both are really good, like really good. So it just depends on, I would probably use this like if I was going to school or something, and then this one would be for like if I was like going out, or yeah, what was I doing at like 17, who knows. These are my babies. Now I'm actually using my the Revlon Color Stay foundation in the color Toffee, which is $3.75, and it's this one right here. I love this one right here because even though it's more heavy duty, but it has a pump, and like I love the fact that it has a pump, because pumps, first of all, pumps are more so for, they say pumps are more so for high-end makeup, but this cost me like probably $8.99. I'm not even sure how much it was, and it lasts me forever. And it has a pump. Like, what? Duh. Like, who doesn't want a pump? You know, both of these are like spill outs, and I really hated that. But yeah, the pump. So if you want one that's a pump and heavy duty, definitely go for this. I like this. This is good. This is some good stuff. So first I'm just gonna go in with a beauty blender. So just a tip on a beauty blender, you don't have to get the real beauty blender. I think the real beauty blender is like $25 for like a little freaking sponge, which is, I think it personally is crazy. I always get the Real Techniques beauty blenders. These are my favorite beauty blenders ever. I love these beauty blenders to death, and I actually need more. These are getting pretty dirty and I need to get some more. But I think this guy ran me like $8, maybe $5. I'm just gonna go in with my foundation. I want to pump that on there. I usually do about 1.5 pumps. So then what I'm just gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and what you do with a beauty blender, you don't smear it. You pat into your face. And also what you're gonna do, so you won't have like that mask looking thing on your face, make sure you drag, this is where you can drag with your beauty blender. Make sure you drag your foundation down your neck. Down your neck. The beautiful thing about the winter time, when you have like turtlenecks on and shit, you don't have to drag it down your neck because you have a turtleneck on and no one's gonna see that part anyway. Now I'm gonna go in with my eyebrows. I recommend 2 products. I recommend the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow. I think it's the brow pencil. I think it's the brow wiz or something. I don't know which one it is, but that thing is so beginner friendly. Like, I love it. If you're a beginner, that thing just whips your brows on so quick. It runs you like $18, but I promise you it's so worth it. Okay, I promise you. So now my eyebrows are done. So the next step that I usually would do, I would go in with my LA Pro Girl concealer, and I'm just going to use a little bit of it. Usually as a beginner, a little bit goes a long way. So if you put way too much, it's going to be so hard to like get away from that. It's going to be so hard to like fix the issue if it is one. Whereas if you do a little bit, it's easy to keep adding on, keep adding on, keep adding on. So I always say start little. As a beginner, I always say just do like this, your under eye, because when you get to doing your chin and then your forehead, it just really it takes a lot more contouring once you start getting into this and this. So I actually, before, like, I was like a semi-pro, I won't call myself a pro, but like a semi-pro at makeup, I would use foundation, like a light foundation, to set under my eyes. I used to use the MAC, I don't even know what the hell this is, but it was a MAC Studio Fix foundation in the color NC45. I still do use this too, especially when I'm on the go. If you're looking for like long-term setting kind of thing going on, I would recommend the Ben Nye banana powder, just because it literally sets your face for like ever. And if you're extremely oily like I am, it will save your life. If you feel like you can't control like the flashback that the Ben Nye banana powder gives you, like you feel like you're not at that level yet to like control the flashback, then I would say go with some foundation that's either like your shade or one shade lighter than your actual skin complexion. So I'm just gonna go in with my MAC Studio Fix and just wiping it underneath my eye. So that's just my way to set my face, and this also will give you a really natural look. I know a lot of girls, especially beginners, don't like to have like that OD makeup kind of look. So this will give you a more natural look. So now, going into the contour. I know a lot of beginners hate using contour, but let me just spill like some tea for you guys, okay? So let's start first of all with facts. First off, when you're putting on foundation, you're taking away the natural contours in your face. Giving yourself contours isn't like recreating your face. You have natural contours in your face. The shallows right here in your cheeks, those are called contours. When you put foundation on, you are covering up those contours. So I personally feel like when I was a beginner, I wish I had the technique that I have now, because I wish I knew what a contour was. I look like a freaking boiled egg when I didn't know what contour was. So to save you all from looking like a boiled egg, I'm going to recommend to all of my beginners to contour your face. This is my go-to. When I first started contouring, that the ColourPop Happy Hour Super Shock Cheek, it's the cream like contour stuff. But yeah, I use this down to the grain. As you can see, I've used this down to the grain, and I feel like for beginners this is really, really good. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go in with a round brush. You can also use a flathead brush like this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like this. It's flat, it's thick. Yeah, I'm going to use this one. It's a circle brush. It's dense and it's thick. Just make sure that when you're contouring, you use a dense brush. You got to use a dense brush when you're contouring. But I'm going to go in with my circle brush just because this brush right here will give you a very defined contour, and I feel like as a beginner that can be very risque. It can become a mess, it can, but I say as a beginner I think you should use a round brush, very dense and thick brush. So I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna circle in my product, and I'm just gonna go in the shallows of my cheeks. So how they always say as a beginner, just do like the fish look, like that. So you see like the line is creating when you do the fish look, that right there, you carve your face out with that. So go in that, like go right in that. So do the duck lip, loving the fish face, do the fish face and just go right along that line. And I would say go in circular motion so it won't be like a defined straight line. So just like this. I learned to take it a little bit above my contour line as well, like right there on the tip of my cheekbone, like just a little bit, and then drag it back down. So what you don't want to do when you're contouring, you don't want to start your contour right here. Your contour should be really dark up here and gradually get lighter when you get towards like the corners of your mouth. Okay, so there you have it. Very light contour, very light, okay? So being that this is like a beginner friendly, I actually didn't start contouring my nose until like a year ago. So y'all don't have to contour your nose. If you do want to see how I contour my nose, you can go to any other my other makeup videos. You can see how I contour my nose. But being beginner friendly, don't contour your nose. Contouring your nose is very risque as well. You gotta know what you're doing, because if you don't, you can look very what's the word, like stark? Is that a word? Stark? I don't know if that's a word, but you can look very like, you know? Yeah. So contour your nose at your own risk, ladies. So next what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go in with the same like fluffy brush, whatever, and I'm going to go in. This is like the key part, okay? This is very key. I feel like this is very key because it adds stuff to your face. So when you're a beginner, it's like really hard to like know like which blushes to use and where to put the blush and like where to bronze your face and then like the highlighter and blah, blah, blah. So I feel like as a beginner, as like a younger makeup kind of person, like as a younger person going into makeup, I say go in with a bronzer all over your face. And then get a bronzer that has a little like sparkle in it, a little bit of sheen in it. That will give you the natural highlight. I'm gonna go in with like this regular Ulta brand baked bronzer. This is in the color Radiance. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with my fluffy brush and just go all up in that, girl. Go all up in that, because you can never go wrong with a bronzer. Like, you literally can never go wrong with a bronzer. Quote me, shoot me if I'm wrong. I love bronzer. But anyway, go on the bronzer, and I take the bronzer literally all over my face. This brush smells so good. Okay. And y'all see like that glow a little bit? It gives you like this natural kind of glow. So there we have it. I did my eyeliner. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in with some mascara. I feel like, I hope y'all can't hear that, but if y'all do, I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna go in with my L'Oreal Telescopic and Carbon Black. This is in the color Carbon Black, duh. Mascara can go a long freaking way. So I'm just gonna go in with my mascara, put on the first coat, and yes, sis, the first coat. So what you're gonna do is just wait, let that dry a little bit. Let it dry, let it dry. Usually what I do, I go in with multiple mascaras. because I'm crazy. Going with multiple mascaras and apply different layers, but I don't feel like getting up. So we're gonna keep going in with this same mascara and just building up your lashes. For the purpose of this video, I'm just doing it and doing it and doing it well. But what you want to do is keep waiting. Like, wait for it to dry, add more. Wait for it to dry, add more. Y'all see that? That's 2 coats. This is 1. Y'all see that, right? 2 coats, 1. 2 coats, 1. I should have did it with like 1 coat. None. But yeah, that's 2 coats. This is 1. So let's put the second coat on. This one. This mascara, I swear to you, is the best beginner. I'm glad I had this one. The L'Oreal Telescopic is probably the best beginner mascara ever. Even though mascara is probably easy as hell to use, but if you want a cheap mascara, I think this was like $4. If you want a cheap mascara just to play around with, this L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black is definitely the bae. It's the bae. Go in with the same mascara and put it on your bottom lashes. But what I used to do is just go in with literally a black eyeliner pencil, like this one right here. This one right here. This is a Marc Jacobs one. I don't know where the hell I got this from, probably BeautyCon. But yeah, I go in with this and just line my waterline. See the difference? With, without. I never drag the eyeliner all the way to like the inner tear ducts of my eyes because I feel like that gives you like a really gothic-y kind of look. And I mean, if you're going for that, do your thing, sis. But I'm not, so yeah. This is the simple, basic look for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lip. Lips are pretty simple, I guess you can say. I always do a lip liner. I don't know if I always do a lip liner because my lips are like extremely small. I'm gonna go in with my NYX Ombre Lip Duo. This is in the color Cookies and Cream. I'm gonna use the brown part to outline my lips. So watch your sis go from Kylie Jenner like 2001 to Kylie Jenner 2016. I'm gonna go in with my favorite lip combo duo. I want to first go in with this Flower Hydra Silk Ultimate Lip Butter. This is in the color Naked Petal. And then I'm gonna go in with my like ultimate fave lip gloss. This is a NARS lip gloss. This is in the color Turkish Delight. This is the finished look. This is my beginner friendly makeup tutorial. I hope this was beginner friendly for y'all. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I would love to help you guys out on anything. One tip that I say as a beginner is to don't worry about what anybody got to say about what your learning process. Do what you feel like is necessary to do to learn how to do a bomb beat. Okay, until next time, I will see you guys in my next video.